Let's meet Shawnee Lou, the owner of a page on Instagram titled The Life of Shawnee Lou. Well, Shawnee is an individual who had expressed her dissatisfaction in the way that Darius cooks allegedly displayed New Orleans cuisine. Let's check out what happened and let me know your thoughts.
I just wanted to pop on. I'm looking at your lovely comments, both Instagram and Facebook, about the post that I just recently put up. And I'm shocked at the number of people who are looking at that going, that's an amazing apology. I don't know. I'm just so shocked at it, at how you guys are processing this information and saying that it's an apology. So if you've been under a rock and you don't know what's going on, so there was, you do remember I was in, New Orleans all last week doing reviews all over New Orleans, and the people in New Orleans kind of cut up and kind of acted a fool. And I was accused of a lot of stuff, right? So like I was accused of tearing down Black-owned businesses. I was accused of clowning the city. I was accused of downing restaurants in the city, this, that, and the third. And so on my rebuttals back to those accusations, I would say things like, well, what restaurant did I tear down? Right? What restaurant is torn down? And then it's like, it's silence and it's crickets, right? Even on here, on this page, there was a guy named Vincent Jones, the second, I think was his name or something like that. Vincent went ballistic, like post after comment after comment after comment. And he like basically accused me of doing like a bunch of stuff that I never even did, right? And he doubled down. He doubled down and he was like, no, da-da-da-da. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what did I say about the food in New Orleans that was so bad? What did I say about it? Nobody can quote me. So this is what she said. This is her. So she was one of the ones who, when I posted the photos of where I was, she had this whole like diatribe of things to say. Granted, you know, she's probably from New Orleans or people in New Orleans and she's just got something to say. And I always say this, if I don't serve you any longer, you should unfollow, right? Because like I don't follow anybody that basically it doesn't serve me anymore, right? So this is what she said. Good morning, Darius. I commented a few days ago on a post I was bothered by. First of all, that's crazy, right? You're bothered by a post by a person that you don't know in real life. This is what I'm dealing with, right? This is what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with the second sentence. I commented on a few days ago on a post I was bothered by, right? I shouldn't have. I'm still bothered by the post and the way you stir up conversations. What? Right? Then she says, I should have just unfollowed you since it was a stream of posts that bothered me. So now she's going further in criticizing my work, right? Fine. It is what it is. I have to remember that what you post indeed is your prerogative, as is what I post. I ask that you forgive me for being arrogant and disrespectful. The same actions I felt in my heart you were being. You couldn't have. You couldn't have. You couldn't have. There's no way you're telling me you felt I was being disrespectful and bothered the same way you were. Because I never voiced my opinion to be disrespectful, right? 2, I was never bothered. She says, it never occurred to me as I was typing that I could be wrong or that you could be right. Still takes no accountability. She says, it never occurred to me as I was typing that I could be wrong and that you could be right. About what? My opinion that I never gave? You nailed me to the cross. You've persecuted me. You've prosecuted me without ever giving me a fair shot at anything. And now you're saying to me that it never occurred that I could be wrong or that you could be right. She says, that was completely wrong and judgmental of me. For that, I am sorry. Excuse me? That's not an apology, right? What about how I feel? If you're just making a speech to clear the air, then that's cool for you to clear the air, right? But if you're going to apologize to somebody, shouldn't you apologize to the person so that they no longer feel offended by what you've done? I mean, true, they still will probably feel slighted or whatever the case may be. But what you just did was gave an Easter speech. You did not issue an apology. And then the crazy thing is, you guys are reading this going, congrats. You're not looking at how she cut up when I was in New Orleans, how she went back and forth with tons of people about this, that, and the third about New Orleans. What you're not seeing is how crazy she initially acted when yet I never said one word. I never gave an opinion. I never gave feedback. I never gave scores. I never gave anything. And now you've essentially nailed me to the cross. Now you have fake apologized to me for your actions. And now you're saying that's wrong. Never once, make sure before I say this. No, never once is there a forgive me. Never once is there a forgive me. I see that was completely wrong and judgmental. For that, I am sorry. And then there's offense all over the damn message. How is that an apology? Right? This is an Easter speech laced in arrogance. This is a self-centered Easter speech that does not contain an actual apology at all. And I think for me, that is the bigger piece. You guys are reading this going, oh, it's so beautiful. I'm reading this going, no, this heifer completely cut up with me. Initially, she really acted a damn fool over something that she accused me of doing that I never did. Honey, I posted a photo. Y'all commented on the photo. I never said one word about the photo. Y'all commented. You see what I'm saying? And so for me, I just don't understand why. And then furthermore, let me just go ahead and say this too. This is the other piece of the pie. Just because somebody apologizes to you does not mean you have to accept it. She could keep that apology. That apology is half-cocked. AF. I'm done. I love y'all, okay? I will talk to y'all later. Well, whenever I can. Goodbye.